Hello. Um, Briefly, I got to the end of my April 24 raw. Basically, did 24 days of almost raw with a few bits and bobs of not. Um, and if you watched or watch the um, playlist from that 24 days of raw, um, I was starting to struggle a bit at the end, and it wasn't because of lack of satiation. It was to do with my habits and some stress that I had going on in life in various areas. And I was starting to get a bit overwhelmed with life and missing the grounding nature of eating lots of cooked starch and yummy nonsense, which is like combination of starch and fat and sugar, which is it's not starch, is it? It's simple sugar. But I was missing the numbing out. What do you call it? The numbing out effects of that, and struggled with avoiding it, and ultimately fell into nonsense eating for about a week. I had had 1 or 2 days throughout, but always managed to hop straight back on through the 24 days. But like, I got to the end of the 24 days and did that thing that I have done so many times before of, I've got an end date in mind and I'll just make it to there, and then I can't say I had no clear plan. In my mind, I was going to just keep going. The whole idea, the whole reason in my mind of doing the 24 days solid. And don't ask me why I picked 24 days. But in my mind, I was just going to keep going. That had been the plan. It was the idea of it was just a kind of starting block to launch me in. But unfortunately, I got to the end of it, freaked out with various things. I do suffer with anxiety and stress and overthinking and blah blah blah, and I get too involved in other people's pain and I want to say drama, but drama sounds belittling. It's not, but I do get involved in other people's struggles. I'm an empath, and I get my brain just, it feels everything that other people feel. So if someone that I'm close to is struggling, I feel the pain, and I struggle to keep on the straight and narrow. I struggle to keep myself grounded during those times. I get involved, and my brain starts looking for solutions for people. I have always wanted to help. I've always identified with people who have pain and want to make them better. It's kind of, I've always been that way ever since being a tiny person. I could launch into a couple of rabbit hole stories about people that I empathised with as a tiny child, but I won't do that right now. Basically, I'm here saying that I am not black and whiting. I am not saying I failed and I'm restarting or anything stupid like that. Stupid for me, not stupid for other people. There are some people who it helps to go, right, this is a fresh start. I don't want a fresh start. I want to keep going. And I achieved a lot during the 24 days in terms of rebalancing my thinking about food. And, though I have fallen off, I've not melodramatized it. I've just gone, okay, this is what I seem to be doing right now, and I know that I'm sorting it out. I know what my long-term aim is. My long-term aim is to be a high raw person. I'm vegan for life, forever. I do not eat animals. I've not eaten animals for over 4 decades, and I have been vegan for 10 years. I don't eat animal products because I can't. I wouldn't want to be any remotely responsible for the pain that and suffering that animals in farming go through. No, thank you. So that's just not me. I'm vegan, 100%. So when I say I've fallen off, I'm not eating any dead animals or any products from live suffering animals. I'm just not doing that. But I have eaten things like vegan croissant, chip shop chips, crisps, cake. Have I had cake? I don't think I've had cake, but you know, that kind of thing. But so that I'm putting that behind me for the most part now, and I am doing a challenge. I'm doing a thing that I'm calling May I be healthy? May I eat the foods that serve me? May I move more? May I heal the bits of me that hurt? That's quite broad. And may I just do better? May I have a better life? May I have a peaceful compos mentis old age? May I go forward from here and be a person I can be proud of? So that's what I'm doing. It's going to last for May, or the rest of May, and I'm not going to be recording messages every day, but nobody's watching them anyway. I'm reporting here for my own, what's the word? Anyway, to motivate me, to keep me going, to keep myself accountable. So I'm not doing it every day like I did in April, but I'm doing it regularly just to report how things are going to the internet, and kind of in the hope that you know, maybe some people will watch it at some point, and maybe I'll make some friends on here and find a community. There's a community right now at the moment. It's bloody brilliant. They've got so there's the thing called the raw food bundle. Is it just the raw bundle, I think, where a whole load of online raw foodists are selling a bundle of books, mostly recipe books, but a few courses and stuff like that. And there are interviews every day, and it's so much fun to see members of the global world raw community yapping to each other and encouraging each other and talking about how they've been successful and what they've done and how they've gone about their raw journeys, I suppose. And that is brilliant. I love it. It's like a raw food festival, although I have no idea what those are because I've never been to one because they're too expensive for me. I'm a poor church mouse. But there's also something called Raw Food Mastery going on at the moment with Karen and what's his name, Rick, Dina, and so there are a bunch of interviews available at the moment. If I can sort myself out, I'll try and put a link for both of those things under the video, but you know, I've got so few viewers that the links will probably have expired by the time anyone might get round to following them. So if that's the case, I'm sorry. But if you're current, and there are 1 or 2 people watching, I think, on occasion, if you're current, and I have put them on, and I apologise if I haven't, then have a look because it's really good fun. Anyway, here I go. I'm marching through. Started with a smoothie today. I had ice cream, or nice cream, a strawberry one, very nice. And I'm making myself a giant Italian salad for supper. And onward.